Jesus said this about your identity in Matthew chapter 5 and verse 13. You are the salt of the earth. You are. Notice he did not say you will be. This is your identity. You are salt. The Lord said this in the 1st century AD. Salt in the 1st century was one of the most valuable commodities in the world. Salt was so valuable that people paid themselves wages in salt. Long before there was a check, if you worked a week, they'll pay you wages in salt. The highest use of salt in the 1st century was to act as a preservative because they did not have refrigerators in the 1st century. So if you wanted something to stay alive, you would pack it with salt. The text assumes that there is decay in the earth and that things are dying in the earth. So we live in an hour where values are decaying. The definition of marriage is decaying. The family is decaying. And the Lord looks out on broken society, and his response is to pack society with the salt of the brothers and sisters of Jesus Christ. So if you are the salt of the earth, man, the Lord is calling you, watch, to keep back decay, to not allow the values of the kingdom to die in your spheres of influence. This is you keeping back decay in the hearts of your teenagers. This is you keeping back decay, man, when you go to the job or when you go on the campus or when you're in the locker room. This is you keeping back decay on social media. This is me at nighttime going into my children's bedroom and laying hands on their head and saying, Lord, get a hold of my children. Save my daughter. Lord, save my son. This is me going after my son when he was being led astray by a demonic force. And this is me going into his bedroom at night, pouring oil on him and laying hands on him, said, devil, this one does not belong to you. Come on, man. This is me fighting Satan for my own son and saying, you can't creep into my house through his phone. This is me taking territory over his life. And when you understand your identity as salt, my brothers and sisters, it'll change the way that you pray. It'll change the way that you live. It'll change the way that you show up at the job. It'll change the way that you show up at the campus, man. Instead of begging God all the time for the things that you want that are materialistic, man, you be kneeling in your prayer closet and saying, Lord, your kingdom come and your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This will be fathers fighting for their homes and mothers fighting for their children, and us fighting to push back the values of the kingdom to keep them solid in the earth. You're looking for Philip to do that. Man, you are anointed. You are chosen. You are called. Your prayers have power.
I'm in a season of getting my life together. No extra noise, no fake energy. My circle is small. My business is private. And my focus is finally on me. I'm locking in on my finances, taking care of my health, and protecting my peace. I'm done forcing situations. I'm done chasing what isn't meant for me. I'm learning to accept things exactly as they are and just letting them be. And the crazy part, life feels lighter when you finally choose you, when you stop begging for closure, when you stop waiting on people to act right, when you stop giving out energy that isn't returned. Peace just shows up. There's a freedom that comes when you realize that not everything needs your reaction. Not every fight is worth fighting, and not everybody deserves access to you. So right now, I'm choosing me, I'm choosing growth, I'm choosing peace, and honestly, life feels good again.
God is saying to you today, in Psalm 34:15 says, "The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry." Let this truth fill you with strength and courage. You are never unnoticed, never unheard, and never alone. The God of all creation sees you. He watches over your steps, your struggles and your victories. His ears are always open to your prayers, listening with love and ready to respond. No matter what battle you face, no matter how heavy your burdens may feel, God is paying attention. He is not distant or indifferent. He sees your faithfulness, your perseverance, and even your pain. When you cry out to him, he listens, not as a passive observer, but as a mighty and loving Father, ready to act on your behalf. Stand firm in this promise. When the world tries to shake you, when doubt whispers lies, remember, the Lord is watching over you with unwavering care, and his ears are always open to your voice. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep walking in righteousness, because he is with you every step of the way.
See, a part of being obedient to God is actually loving yourself. In Mark 12, verses 31, it says, love your neighbor as yourself. But that's the part that we forget, as yourself. See, God didn't just call us to love others, no. He called us to love ourselves too. That means giving yourself grace when you're tired. That means speaking to yourself with kindness instead of criticism. That means not shrinking who you are just to fit into somebody else's box. And the truth is this, is you weren't created to constantly pour out and forget to refill. No. Loving yourself isn't pride, it's obedience. Because how can you give real love to others if you don't know how to give it to you?
James 2:19. Do you believe that there is only one God? Good. The demons also believe and tremble with fear. This verse can serve as a reminder to examine the depth and sincerity of our faith. Believing in the existence of God is a fundamental aspect of faith. However, true faith goes beyond mere intellectual acknowledgement. The demons themselves believe in the existence of God, but their belief does not lead to a relationship of love and obedience. On the contrary, it fills them with fear and trembling. It is crucial for us to understand that authentic faith is not just about acknowledging God's existence, but about wholeheartedly surrendering to Him, trusting in His promises, and living in a manner that aligns with His will. It is a faith that transforms us from within and compels us to live out our beliefs through loving actions. Reflecting upon this verse, let us examine our own faith. Are we merely paying lip service to God, or are we truly committed to following Him in every aspect of our lives? May our faith not be mere words, but a living, active faith that impacts the way we love God and love others. Comment amen if you believe.